Yeah, man, want to big up Unseen Sports TV now. Keep watching them, keep supporting them.
Unseen Sports TV, a station to be watched, a station to enjoy, a station in football and more football out Jamaica.
Big up, Uncle Paul.
What is it? Casey Carlos. Carlos.
Carlos, all right. We're not set up.
Carlos.
A few hours later.
People with no chance. Just have to watch it.
Cry.
You did it? You're here? Thought of the day, people. To accomplish great things, we must not only act, but also dream. Not only plan, but also believe. Copy that? Cool. I'm out. Welcome to Unseen Sports TV. My name is Coach Parchment, and here we are with another one, people. Another one. Yes, people. Chapleton Maroons Owner, I think, made a big mistake, and that is the topic for today. Hopefully, we can get Sir Paul Maxwell on the live to talk about, the issue. What message does he send to our football fans about the JPL, and what will be done in the future so that this type of issue don't happen again. You understand? So there's a lot to talk about and think. Before going to you guys, like, subscribe, and share to Unseen Sports TV. It's easy. Click the like button. Subscribe, and share to Unseen Sports TV. We also talk about the all manning, the all schools teams that went over to play the Casa tournament. Went to the final, and we lost in penalty shootout. It was a good showing by the boys. Lynch had a good tournament for me. Saka had a wonderful tournament also. A lot of players, played their part and played well. Big up to the coaches, Scotty over there, manager, Leonard, Teacher Hyde, and Damon Ferguson is there as well. People. So it's a good look. It's a good look for the players who wants to get a scholarship to go to college, and some may go pro or get contract into big teams, based on your performance, or go to an academy or something. You understand me? What I can say is that I like how Jamaica played based on the circumstances, going over there a short period of time, and getting into the match fever same time, getting to play quick, and we actually scored goals, which is very important. Normally, Jamaican teams don't really score a lot of goals because we don't know how to teach players to score goals. You understand me? So when you have a Jamaican team in their first game, based on the preparation period and time period, reaching the country and stuff, it was a good look for us to score goals. You understand me? Scoring 2 goals in a match, and then scoring 3 in the next match. It's a good look. It's a good look for Jamaica, and I think a lot of these players, they can make it into the professional reign, but that's if they want to make it there. You understand me? Chapleton Maroons Owner now, people. I'm saying, what is going on wrong by Chapleton Maroons? So, Lenny Hyde was sacked from the Chapleton Maroons. Management. Now, the Chapleton Maroons team had core players from Tier 2 who were amateur. Now, from Tier 2, Tier 2, you have, where them say you need 30% of your team members being professional or contracted to the club. That was supposed to happen, And Most of the players who played for Chapleton Maroons in Tier 2 were school players, schoolboys. Some of them leave and go on a college and scholarship and stuff like that. And fast forward now to the Premier League. What has the Chapleton Maroons management done to secure contracts for players? To secure contract for players so that these type of things don't happen. People are sticky up on them thing there, right? So for example, if a coach move away and say 2 or 4 or 5 players want to move with him, it still don't affect you because you have a number of players who are contracted to your club. You're not amateur player who them can get up and move like that. Understand? If you breach your contract, something you have penalties. Understand me? So I think the JPL or the technical committee of Jamaica football, did not scrutinize or don't scrutinize some of these clubs to know exactly what is going on in terms of the paperwork and contracts for these players in the JPL. We're still the back of the 8 ball. This is a national disgrace. National disgrace to our football. Chapleton Maroons did not turn up for their home game because they could not field a team of 11 players. Isn't this sad? Once you are going to the Premier League, you should prepare yourself. Structure. If you don't have the structure, Reggie, don't go. Don't go. If you don't have the money, don't go in there. It takes money. If you don't have the money, don't go in there. People, go try to get Paul Maxwell to hear him stance on this, because this is a big thing. It's a national disgrace in our JPL football, in our national football at the moment. You understand me, I say? Yeah. And it's a big problem, I think, right now. Some say we can get Mr. Paul Maxwell. And we can get Mr. Paul Maxwell, people. Give me a second. See if we can get Sir Paul, people. Don't worry, hold on there.
You ready?
Sir Paul, I'm sending a link,
Okay. I'm gonna come on in 10.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, people. So for me, this is a national disgrace in our football at the moment. Somebody drop a comment in the comment section. Big up yourself. Wow, keep. Yeah, man, we are talking about the Chapleton Maroons owner. I am come to the idea of, this is my opinion. My opinion may not be factual or be true to some people, but this is my opinion, Brian Mine. I am saying the Chapleton Maroons owner made a big mistake, right? One, structure was not. You can see that there's no structure there in terms of getting players contract. Two, focusing on amateur players. I'm wondering if they did not know the rules or engage or ask questions with to understand the rules when going into the Premier League, right? And the rules clearly state that you're supposed to have at least 70% of your team. Brian might know it, because Brian Mine is a manager of a particular club, right? So Brian might know it. You can tell us exactly the percentage of your players that are supposed to be contracted to the club, right? Before you, I don't know if there's a penalty if you don't do it, or there's a breach or something, but I think the persons who are scrutinizing these clubs, this should happen. Give them a job. You understand me? This should happen. And we say we want to fix Jamaica football. right? And we not do the right thing. We not do the right thing. This should not happen. Yeah, that's the thing. Now, what reach him now, Fresh God, is that he might try to find this cheapest way out to get him team on track. First season, I don't think him really believes him could have win, but him buying to the idea of using youths. But only thing, the youth them not sign the contract because they know the penalties will go with signing contract. So it becomes a problem now for him. Now, him buying to the idea for use the youths them and thing. We don't give them contract or them don't want to sign the contract. No, it becomes a big problem. You understand what I say? I think the Chapleton Maroons owner should have somebody in charge of looking players, right? Go up there and seek players and give them contract, pay them salary so that they can be. Fresh God say, oh, you must have 14 amateur and only 10 pros. Oh, that makes sense. Then you blame Lenny I because he only could use 5 youths per game. Yeah, like really? But what I say still in a Fresh God, even if the coach want to leave, no matter the coach always a go left club. Coach always a get fired. You get me? A coach always leave. Five ball are gone with him. Right? 5 ball are gone with him. Cool. Why you can't find a team to go play a match same way? Something is wrong. Something wrong, man. Something wrong, Fresh God. They don't even have a manager. Is a player, is their manager, you know. So these are the things where I understand why Chris Williams I say, yo, they're not ready to add no more team to the competition. Stick with the 12. I know me understand why I go on, you know. Because some of them teams when them go at the Premier League, them not ready, them not structure properly. They not structure properly. They are not structured properly. There's no way you're supposed to go in a competition and don't know the rules and regulation. And then you have your coach attack, say, you want more you to play and blah blah blah. And the rules state say amateur, only 5 amateur players can register on a match day, on a match card. Let me say on a match card. Something right where. I mean, I blame Chapleton Maroons alone, you know. I blame the JPL too. The JPL have to take some blame. You know why JPL have to take some blame? In my opinion, because they're supposed to scrutinize the clubs. They're supposed to go around and make sure say all them things if we want to go to a professional level, right? Scrutinize the club. Certain things should have been in place. They should have more than 50 or 60% of them players contracted to the club, right? Financial statement. Oh, you have to pay a player. How much money you have to pay to play them? This and that. That's supposed to be the national representative league of Jamaica, and these things are happening because of the situation, because of no players. This come like Corner League football. A Corner League football where Curry Goat. 6 baller out of the 14 youths leave. Why you cannot still feel a team? Obviously, them lost more players than they are talking about and seeing. Yeah, man, them lost whatever player look like. Then it was back, and it's obvious, bro. If people willing to look at it unbiased. All right. So me not care about that. Because even if the player them want left, that should even, stop you from go play the match. That's all me say. So let the player them want go with him, fine. As a manager, no coach, no player is supposed to stick up your thing because they're supposed to have control over your organization. You are the CEO. This is a form of weak leadership. There's no structure. First of all, no coach should have 100% control over your players as an organization. A coach from a ball and him want to carry him, yeah. But you're supposed to make sure you have somebody who talk to the ball and make sure say all right and everything. So if him left, he might think twice and I say, John, I'm go there, so I might not get to me and get a say because manager is my good at saying. That me I come from, boy coach, you know, say Ray and Ray, but after they are saying do me thinking because I have people to feed and everything. Coach can't say the man waiting there because coach now give him money unless him play football for your club or him a coach a team. Loyalty come with understanding, you know. Enough people say I sell out, but at the end of the day, you have to eat food. Me, now I'm going to run left something. I'm going to sit down and not eat nothing because I say I'm loyal to somebody. You're a madman. Seems like the owner is a strong man mentally. Things he used in. You know, the owner is a man that them call Mr. Cash, you know, from Chapleton. This doctor, I think Mr. Scott, I'm right name, and he have a lot of money a year. He's a doctor, millionaire doctor, have a lot of money. But B. Douglas, what I am saying is that first mistake what Chapleton make is that you fire somebody and you know your structure don't right. That's the first mistake they make. Right? The good thing when we see them do them carrying a coach, we look on the team. And we say, all right then, based on Wagwan, him can help with, I'm for help with the technical in the technical that part, right? Of Chapleton. Recruiting, them a structure them thing now. So I say yes, them get an overseas coach now. They're not gonna fire like right? People, the leader is here.
Give me about 10 seconds here and see. Come on, give me 10 seconds.
All right, 10 seconds. Start already. Yeah. So the players are backed, The coach is backed, by his players, And also it's alleged that the management team of the Clarendon College school football team, they don't want to be a part of the Chapleton team no more. They don't want to be a part of the Maroons things no more. Maroons was majority youths and minority pros, and it's obvious so we all can see. Yes, fresh card, but what I'm saying, the JPL must scrutinize on these things. The technical committee of the JFF should scrutinize on these things. There should not be a team in the JPL with less than 30% contracted players.
Unseen. I don't want to cut you, but look here. We're going to look at the facts. There are only 5, right? You can only have 5 amateurs being used at any one time, Only 5.
Right.
So listen, so you can't say that if you withdraw 5, you're going to have a problem. You should have at least, I would think, about 13, 14 players who have contracts. So what was happening at Chapleton Maroons? Because I'm hearing of matches where before this, where they were showing up with 13, 14 players. What exactly was going on? How many contracted players were there? Where did they have problems with meeting salaries? There have to be more than it than that because you have, even if you have the problem breakdown with Clarendon College, right? Which, as far as I understand, the idea was that Chapleton Maroons was going to be used as the vessel to improve the Clarendon College team, giving them a higher level experience. But by the falling out, because the owner, as far as I understand, is also a contributor to Clarendon College.
Yeah, Mr. Cash.
He is. But there is, of course,
Mhm.
a breakdown now with I suppose the direction Chapleton Maroons will be going in. Because I'm going to assume that they did not know that they couldn't use more than 5. Because all along the time I'm hearing that, oh, when the schoolboys come, they could never
Assume,
use more than 5. And even if they were to use more than 5, the results wouldn't be
assume,
good either. I can tell you.
assume.
Well, I
Sapal,
suppose.
assume.
Yeah, and I'm going to say assume because look here, the rules for the tier 2 is different. You can use the amateurs. You're supposed to have contracted players, but I suppose I don't know. But either way, you could not before the school was over. Were there amateur players in their roster? That's another question. Were there amateur players playing, and when the school season finished, you had an issue now that maybe you had 5 there, this season been wanting to bring
People not here, Paul. Sir Paul, the internet a get problem, man. Or somebody a call it. Anyway, people, I don't I don't understand still. I don't understand. Cause the tier two, yeah, my breakup. The tier two competition is different in terms of the requirements, what you need for playing at the tier two. But at the end of the day, when you finish, you want to go to the Premier League. So the first thing you're going to do is rules and regulation. Rules and regulation. So you get the rules, regulation, you start read as a manager. Or you give somebody responsibility who is a right hand, who share the same belief as you in the club to rise up Chapleton Maroons to be one of the best team in the country. That's supposed to be an objective as a owner. All right. That's the first thing. So you start read the rules and regulation with JFF without FIFA, right? Then you start putting structures so that you're in line with the rules and you're in line with fair play, in line with getting players, in line with contracting players. You're up on the right track for your development of your club, right? So you can make money because you make investment. So you're investing on no matter what you're thinking of. You're investing on make money by selling players because that's how you can make money out of football, right? And a lot of players they are carrying that way. Clarendon team one of the best school team in Jamaica. Clarendon team now play better football in Jamaica right now. All right, hands down, Clarendon team playing better football in Jamaica right now. It's obvious. You know, side with one school, side with one school. You side up with one school, Clarendon College. Say, all right then, I go work with Clarendon College. They bring in Lenny Hyde, bring in Sammy, right? They bring in the youth them. They qualify for the Premier League. You don't say to yourself, say, if this man don't perform, you're gonna fire him. But if you fire him, players they might take a stand and don't play, and we might in a problem. So what should I do? I should get players to make my team be consistent in the Premier League. I should get players to make my team be a team that is in, maybe for sixth place, somewhere there, fifth place are there about because I'm a new team, right? You're supposed to go look players. You're supposed to have a 20-man squad or 18-man squad most of the time. So when the 5 or the 6 or the 7 players, the amateur players come in, you can feel, them. I know the team now will, improve. But my problem is, oh, a team in the national football represent Jamaican football was allowed to play a competition and allegedly breaching the contract rule. You can't feel out a team, brother. The other team reached before you. So all that information never reached the team, so we're not gonna play the match. I want a yard. No, brother. Look how we Fresh God said everybody make mistakes, so I wouldn't be the PFJ and the JFF too much. Everyone been saying if they fired Lenny like that, the player's gonna leave. You really didn't think it out properly. It's not about. I don't care about firing Lenny. I don't care one bit about firing Lenny. But coach always like fired, brother. What I heard and seen is that that nobody from CC management team was a part of the Maroons management. I was informed recently. No, they never talking about them. They been okay with the movement of using that to get the youth them more experience. You get me? I come from. Yeah, Paul. You here? You were breaking up a while ago. Can I get in?
No, man, it's okay. I'll be here for at least another 10 minutes. So, okay.
All right. So.
And seeing as I said, with the whole thing that went down, it brings into being everything that's what the JFF was trying to do, because it came up years ago. That's why the JFF has been almost forced to go professional, because a lot of people don't know that the various CFU leagues, you have to be a professional club to enter. That's why you don't have certain teams entering in some of these leagues, because if you don't have a pro league, an active pro league, you're going to have an issue entering. Okay? And that is something that a lot of people don't know. So that was what was done some time ago to force them, right, to basically professionalize what was happening before, because before this, you'd have teams with almost pure amateur players, which would give a problem.
Right.
Right. So basically, they forced them to move away from that. And it actually came up.
I want to ask you a question when you finish.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. As I said, it came up when there was a team using. Yeah, go on.
Who is responsible for scrutinizing the JPL teams?
Well, when they say scrutinizing to make sure what? That they only use 5?
Yeah, they follow the rules and regulation of the football.
Okay. Remember, that's what you have the JPL there for. Because if a team uses more than their allotted amount of amateur players, they're going to be in problems. Because the players are registered at JFF, This is something that anybody can find out, You can find out once a player is registered, It's not something that just comes and is taken away like that. If you remember, sometime back, Lamar Walker, the situation when Lamar Walker wanted to go to Brazil, if you remember.
Right.
Hello?
Yeah, man, I'm hearing you.
Unseen.
I'm hearing you. You're not hearing me.
Unseen.
Yes. I'm here. No, I hear me fresh, God. Like something wrong with the internet. All right. So B Douglas.
Hello?
I'm hearing you. I hear you, man. Era. Like someone to lead as internet people. Anyway, so they got player, but the manager keep kicking the players them out without replacement them. Wow. Oh, that makes sense. You don't understand. So you go for players. So them want people who can scout, man. Cause we can get them player now. Them want if the manager want to link up with me, we can get some player from all over the Caribbean. We can get some players from St. Lucia. And that's me if they want to play, they're willing to pay money, pay contract and them something. We get them player. No double thing. You help them out. Recruit for them. You see me? and get them players. Them have somewhere to stay. Them have a structure for the players them stay until we can help them. We can be a part of them recruitment. So anybody want link, you can link up and see with them. We can deal with them things. You understand for them? So yeah. Yeah, Paul.
Yeah, you have to bear with me today. I'm on the road. I'm up in the hills right now. So
Oh.
yeah, man.
You
But
there kind of week.
yeah, we're coming in now. If I come out, I'll just come back in. Anyway, so the JPL, they have a management that is there that monitors the teams. And in you're going to have to have a case where the same teams will also be able to monitor each other, because if somebody uses a player that they know has not been transferred, it will come out. These things will come out. So in the case of Chapleton, nobody can use more than the 5 allotted amateur players at no time. You understand? Because the contracts are lodged at the Jamaica Football Federation for them. Right?
Right.
Hello? Yeah, man. So that's basically how that goes. So every professional player. What's that?
I'm hearing you.
I said, I'm saying.
Yeah, man, me hear Paul, man. Me hear good, loud and clear. Me hear loud and clear. Me hear loud and clear.
Yeah, man. No, I was just telling you that's all the players. First thing then.
Paul, if we find somewhere where you signal steady, man, you have LTE for your phone. You walk up and down, you're gonna mango tree and all kind of tree. But people don't forget to
make sure they have a minimum 20.
People, like, subscribe, and share it on Team Sports TV. Don't forget, you understand me? Share the live. Building our program. It's the Breakfast Morning edition of the show, Monday morning. Breakfast Morning edition. Yeah, man. Make sure you get to no cappuccino. Make sure you're eating healthy people and we're exercising, promoting that lifestyle for everybody. People, we soon come out with the soap merchandise. I want everybody to buy it, to push up, show some support and buy the soap. You understand me? Turmeric. The name of the soap is called Natural Smooth. You understand me? Natural Smooth and things. So people want to buy the soap. Turmeric, clean up your face, make you look good, make your face look smooth. You understand me? I said soon drop it on the YouTube platform and make it so I go on. Make it so I do. Some great things ahead, people. Anti sports, put in the work. Yeah, man. So first God. B Douglas said they got players, but the management keep kicking the players them out without replacing them. Wow. What I've heard and seen is that nobody from the CC management team was a part of the Maroons management team. I was informed recently. Okay. Yeah, but me hear that talk, but me hear say them they agree with the terms and the condition of having players going there. Understand me? No, in my break up. Yeah. All right. First God. Again, Douglas, okay, so they were losing players along with the schoolboys. Now I get it. Mm-hmm. Fresh God said, B. Douglas, I've heard that they didn't have a manager, a player who was not the captain in team manage. That makes no sense. And see, read B. Douglas last comment. Yeah, read that. Okay, understand. This only makes the PFL and the JFF more strict with enforcing the rules. Now, this is only an eye opener for them. Yeah, but you can't drop your card because I remember saying you are representing your product. Your product is very important, The product is very important, and what they show to the people in Jamaica, the people in overseas who want are investors, sponsors, and stuff. It means that there are always loophole in our things. You understand? This is a national thing, This is not no local bush league, can't league football. You can't. You know what I mean? A team don't turn up because of this. Shows that they are incompetence. It shows that they are nobody scrutinizing the teams or looking at contracts and stuff. You understand? Players' rights, players' rights or something is not looked at, and thing. Now, going forward, I think Chapleton Maroons needs to go in their drawing book or go in them office or whatever they're going on. Sit down, come up with a plan. them have what? Until the 30th of this month to get in some players. And I think they have to hit the market. Beg some Premier League teams, send some players on loan, draft up some contract, pay them. Get me? And then now for next season, we Douglas say, the JFF, Fresh God, it was a player was managing the team. Oh, clearly shows you that this owner got no priority. So why fire the man then and he not have a structure, bro? I mean, understand. You understand football or what? I'm just a do a thing. It's a mess, bro. Oh, that's why I'm going to go for the Brazilian now to resurrect the thing. These are the things we encounter when trying to make a league pro. True, we get your man. They have been getting in players. Yeah, some of them get some players, but they need what them can know for correct the situation or get players because them cannot postpone next match again. They need to start lose points. I don't know if they're gonna lose the points still, but I don't know. They need to get a proper management team together. They need to get proper management team. They need to get they're done, I think them days are done. They can't just play and manage the team, bro. A player will play on the side and manage the team. And these are the things why them not perform well, and them not win matches, because them play good football, But them thing, you see the head of the stream, right? Down at the bottom of the dirty, The head of the stream dirty. The bottom of the stream most dirty. It must. The most dirty. You have to understand these things. As I said, when you don't want to you can always find yourself out of the world. We have to just work yourself out. You have to put in the work, come out. And I think Chapleton Maroons, the manager, needs to sit down now and come up with a plan, come up with a strategy, and say, all right, this is how we're going to go. We have to recruit some players. We have to recruit. If you don't want to pay no wallet for money, do like a speed, though. Get some players who want to go pro football. Side of young youth. We're not talking a big all ball or thing. Maybe I have to go deep now, resurrect a team. They come in to go for some man where want to play some ball, get them in the team, pay them, contract them for 6 months or so and so. All right? Yeah, man. Play them and get yourself still in the league. Just try to work with still in the league. You understand me? Get some player, get a coach, get the coach from Brazil to come in and get the player. Get at least one 22-man squad you can work with and get yourself stay in the league. Next season now, you start go back to your original recruitment of younger players who want. Say if they're not interested to go professional football. Maybe you have 1-5 or 1-6 way. When I want to go pro, but make sure they get majority of them when you look for go pro football. Young youth. You see me? Fresh God, it was. Fresh God said, B. Douglas. Okay, that was the information I received. It's a mess, bro. These are things we encounter when trying to make a league professional. True, man, get you, man. They have been getting in players. They need to get a management team together. Them all refuse ball. Imagine that you don't have players and refuse players. So who refused the players? Who refused the players then? The owner? But the Brazilian don't sign on fully yet, Why? Remember TBJ do an interview with him and him said everything not signed off yet. Oh yeah. That's true. But him can come and fix his problems still. If he can get the resources Him can come and fix the problem still the fresh guy. Him can come and fix the problem still, fresh guy. Yeah man, believe him can come and fix the problem, fresh guy. Understand me? Believe him can come and fix the problem. But may I say people, moving forward, JFF and the PFJL, we have to, quit on these things. We stop these things from happening. A coach always will get fired. Players always are going to side with them coach. But that must not stop a game from being played. Understand me? Them reason why games now play, brother. This come like a joke football. You can't have a team you're supposed to be a professional team in a island, the national competition, You're supposed to be a professional team. You're not. Because you don't follow the rules and regulation. We need to do better. We need to do better. Yeah. One next thing I want to talk about, people, is you have other players, you have other people, who have an opinion on me. You have to accept their opinion, but sometimes their opinions are not. The opinions that are not backed by facts is stupidity. So this is what I'm gonna say. What is not broken don't need to be fixed. So 1998 we got a World Cup. All of the World Cup them we go as Jamaica. Majority of our players were homegrown players. Right? Cool. Majority of our players are homegrown players. From Jamaica, Super League, Coach Simon and Carlman and Manton Star. Right? Right? Auntie. So you have some people who say JPL players should not be in the national team. None at all. Not for the national team. But you have exception. Right? Now, I have a big problem with that. You know why? You can't say no JPL players not you understand me? Not in the national team. And then you're gonna say, the camp was a good thing. So even though them got the camp and the coach I work with them not supposed to be selected in the national team. If them good. If we go back on history, brother, majority of players will play hard for the country. And local base player. So go back on history. Go back on history, man. Go back on history, man. A facts me talking. I am not against players to come and play for Jamaica. I'm not against players who did not born in Jamaica but have family or who want to play for Jamaica to play for Jamaica. Come in and play. But we should not, as Jamaicans say, our JPL players should not be in the national team. What is wrong with our JPL players? We'll go to it now. The code says, right? So if we go on, that sensitive on that topic and sensitive bad. I am not getting foolish now. This is what I say, man. This is what I say, man. This is what I say, man. Fresh God. This is what I say, man. Fresh God. Me not agree when somebody has said no JPL player for the in the national team. Where I come from? I am not saying that these players can carry us to the World Cup. I'm not saying that the local based players can carry us to the World Cup. But when you say you don't want no JPL player deserve a spot in the national team. Cool? You have players who play at the highest level across the world, the highest level. When they for the national team, they don't do well. There are local domestic players in their local leagues, right? Play better than them in their, for the national team. It's a fact. It's a fact, fresh God. A lot of these players who are dominant in club football, they are not dominant for their club, for their country. And the ones that are in their domestic league, in their countries, are the ones that play better for their country, play with them out. One of the problems, if you wish to talk the truth, fresh God and always listening, is that over the past couple of years, the person who was select the Jamaican players, the JPL players, them select the wrong one, the one them who now have the statistics. And so, hence, the stigma go out there that JPL player is not good enough. If we did select the best players then from the JPL and I put them in the national team. All right, watch this now. If you go back and check, if you go back and check from World Cup, right? What are the local Premier League? And one player in the local Premier League stand up to the quality, One, and a Richard King, One player, and a Richard King, One player. Me take my eye and say as a youth, you ready for the. Me interview him before him get the bus. I'm saying, youth, sky's the limit. You ready for the next step. You have the quality. And boom, Whitmore calling, boom, game, boom, national team, big defender, good centre back. So all we are gonna say, none of JPL play them of their national team. Quality there, bro. And the coaching are the problem. Quality is here. And if Al Grimson can have these players and work on them for months and weeks and days and get them to understand what he wants them to play. You are telling me so them can't perform and play quality football. Take out the comparison. Take out the comparison with local base versus this and local versus that. I believe if Al Grimson can get these players 2 times every 2 weeks, 2 times every other week, understand me? And get them play to him system, get them to understand because the man them technical, the man them can control and pass the ball, and them quick and fast and physical, Al Grimson said the man them focus on too much power, bro. The education, move the ball there. Why you move the ball there? Why you block that player there from going to that space? Why you trap the player when you play when him pass the ball, when him run? These are some of the things we don't understand. Why recycle the ball to the goalkeeper? Why we be patient and attacking third and try to pull players out of position to get the ball in another position? Why we have this type of passing pattern? Or we counter a 4-4-2 formation. You cannot stop people just saying that, though, unseen. People always talk from we should pick our best players despite where you're from. Right. And people understand, say, it's so easy for you to get your local base players to move the transport to a match or whatever. It's easier. Costs less money. You understand me I say? And you have to, as a Jamaica this man, you have to show a level where if you can put in the work in the domestic league, somebody senior, and you can make that step there into the national team. If you don't have that, nobody now have the encouragement to play good football. You're going to continue to our league already. The Premier League are improved. Other from the case with Chapleton Maroons. And them still improve. The football will get better. But me can't agree to the fact that no, no, never. I can't. Yeah, I can't say, what the coach them do, no make no sense. The work that them put in no make no sense. The school where them go, them try to get themselves educated, no make no sense. Just love the football. No Jamaican play no good. You never play no ball. JPL play on the top play football. And that them must say, brother. As simple as that. Because if me I play JPL football, I'm a top. And the structure, the system is supposed to be there. Once me I play good, I'm supposed to get a look in the national program. So I can get bigger eyes look at me. So I can make it into the pro. You know what I say? If you don't play for your country, it affect you when you make transfer. So you could have dominated the JPL and club want you. And you want to go England, you can't go England because they don't have no cap for your country. So you understand me I say? Them things people don't understand. You know? And them say I see sports talk foolishness. But me I tell you, we got a World Cup 1998 with what? We got a World Cup under 17 with what? We got a World Cup under 20 with what? Hold on the people. Yeah, people, sorry about that. You know, important call and thing. You understand? Couple more minutes leave and then we'll close the show. We don't want to go over 1 hour and thing. Yeah, man. But people, I do a show about 1 o'clock on the matter of Lucien Bolt. Will he get back his money? Who will go to prison? The question is out there, people. So you can tune into that one. A lot of track and field fans gonna come on and things. So, yeah, man. And pick up the track and field people, because we do videos and we highlight the track and field and stuff too. So pick up the track and field fans. You understand me? Yeah, man. So our video for track and field. I think tomorrow we're going to do a video on track and field tomorrow, the breakfast morning show. We're going to talk about the meets that were kept over the weekend and stuff. Yeah, but people, we seriously have a problem with that. I don't agree. I think the best players on the JPL should be in the team, and I think that's my opinion. You understand me? We should stop to select players that are not, I would say, not performing well in the JPL to play in the league. Should select the best player, no matter which club they're from. Once he's playing the better football, that player should be in the JPL. Should be selected. You understand me? Yes, that's my opinion. Sometimes you look at it, sometimes the players, not the players who come from overseas, they're not better than the JPL players. And it's just facts. It's facts. And when they play for the national team. So people don't understand that. Total two different things. You play for your club, different. When you play for your country, it's a different ballgame. Play for your club, different. Play for your country, different ballgame. But always tie the two of them together, and sometimes it's so different. You understand me? So different. You have man where dominate club football, and when them plays club football, them can't save it. Play for them country, them can't 7 or 11. Can't 7 or 11. So we have to understand that. You understand me? We have to understand that, people. So we don't agree to it. Don't agree to it. You understand me? I say? If you say JPL player have to make it, USL player have to make it neither. USL player have to make it neither. USL player have to make the national team. And if JPL player can't make the national team, USL player have to make the national team. Premier League player alone, Europe, over so MLS players and Premier League players then. EPL players. They're my only players who play for Jamaica. They're my only players who play for Jamaica. Yeah. You understand me? Nobody from India, nobody from Slovenia or Russia, they never play for Jamaica either. Those Premier League players, Championship players. Yeah, God, them love Championship players. Premier League players, Championship players, and MLS players alone play for Jamaica. Not JPL players never play for Jamaica. According to them. I will never agree to that. Never. Yeah. Never agree to that. You can't say that and then you're going to see you love the JPL players. You can't say that and then you're going to see you're glad for the camp. You play 2 more cutlass, you have boaty. Butter pan catch, man. Butter pan catch. Anyway, people, that's my last 2 cents. You know, we have to run now. I think 1 hour mark. Thank you for joining Unseen Sports, people. Remember to like, subscribe, and share the content. Share it with your friends and family, and continue to support Unseen Sports with the Breakfast Morning Show. Remember, at 1 o'clock, we're going to talk about Usain Bolt and what is going on there. And about 30 minutes, play some clips and stuff, and then we'll talk about it. And then, yeah, that's it. Opinionated and thing. You understand me? If you want to jump on, you can also jump on as well. Like, subscribe, and share, people. Don't forget to tell a friend about Unseen Sports TV. Remember, if you're an influencer person who, people rate and respect, please to promote peace. Tell them that we don't have to war it out, we don't have to fight it out. We can, talk it out. You understand me? We don't have to shoot it out. You understand? Unseen Sports, one scene, always on the scene. You don't know anything, but we are OUT. Out of the studio.